I thought as the saints were singing early this morning about our testimony, that red rope is our testimony. It speaks to you. See, Rahab had to admit that I'm the harlot that saved you. She had to admit to her past in order to find a rope into her future. You see, for some of us, we got a testimony, but we don't tell nobody about our testimony. I was here 2 or 3 weeks ago, and your pastor, in his most eloquent way, began to talk about folk putting their testimony on social media. And remember that, y'all? And remember how he talked about, you wasn't in church that Sunday, were you? And so I was in church. I was sitting right over there. And our pastor talked about, and I didn't even know he had this in him. He said, I'm tired of seeing this on Instagram. I didn't even know he got down like that. But he showed us some stuff, and we hollered when he said it. But then suddenly he said, what people need is not a testimony about how much weight you lost. They need to know what Jesus did in your life. Not the man you found or the woman you found, but what is God doing in you? And I got sensitive to it after he said it, and I started checking the gram and checking different stuff. I'm too young to be on Facebook. But I was checking TikTok and Instagram, and I noticed church folk don't testify. They don't walk out saying, I was in church. This is me standing in front of my church, and we heard a word this morning, stay in the house. Guess what I'm doing? I'm staying in the house. They don't post stuff like that. But here's what I'm telling you. If you want deliverance, you got to be willing to declare your testimony. For they overcame by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. So I need to find 5 people in the building that God has ever done anything for you. For you, it's not just an old song. For you, it's not just my testimony. But for you, you got a real testimony. God did something in your life.